The next two come into the category of making at least something hopefully amusing and, well, something out of tragedy. My mum Sally's got Alzheimer's, which can sometimes be funny, sometimes be tragic, sometimes a mixture of the two. Could deal with that okay, but it means that her sister, my Auntie Frida, turns up far more often than I would like. This is about the right-wing working class. I know a lot about the right-wing working class. It's called Poison Pensioner. I've tried to work it out, but I just can't see how a cretin like you is related to me. You've just one brain cell, and that one's a mess, parroting rubbish from the Daily Express. Now, not the Sun. You'll say that was a rag. Delusions of grandeur from a jumped-up hag. But don't get ideas. You're as thick as a shoe. Poison Pensioner, this poem's for you. I've had it up to here, and I'm cutting up rough. Distant relative, not distant enough. Ever thought of space travel, prejudiced cow? I'd suggest Uranus, but you're up there right now. You've a monochrome vision of a world that's dead. A million Reader's Digests inside your head. I'd like to put vomit in your cheese fondue. Poison Pensioner, this poem's for you. You worked all your life in the public sector, and all you ever did was whine and hector, moan about the people who fought your cause, cheer for the Tories and their union laws. You were born in a council house, you clueless bitch, but you side with the right and you vote with the rich, bowing and scraping to the privileged few. Poison Pensioner, this poem's for you. You've a medal for meddling, that's for sure. If this was my house, then I'd show you the door, but my mum needs help and you're here to see her, so I sit and listen to your verbal gonorrhea. Right now, I wish I was in her head, because mum won't remember a word you've said. Your compassionate act just got a bad review. Poison Pensioner, this poem's for you. Bossy, yet servile. Some combination. Paralysed spine of a lick-spittle nation. Could have been a builder, ended up a tool. Lifelong victim of divide and rule. You're a ragged trouser philanthropist who wasn't even waiting for the boat you missed. You're a turkey voting for Christmas too. Poison Pensioner, this poem's for you. Cheers. And now, it's time for me to take the piss out of Eminem. This is called F in F. Pooh Bum Willie, my name is F F. When you hear my shit, time to go deaf. One more overripe, precise stereotype, and happy in his nappy in need of a quick wipe. Another sad boy spewing violent, woman-hating shite, but the media love me, and it's because I'm white and from the US. They think I'm credible. I sound like chocolate, but I'm not edible, and that's a real shame, because if somebody ate me, MC Attila wouldn't need to hate me, but I'll tell you that I'm hard. I'm really, really hard. I'm really, really hard. I'm really, really, really hard. I'll tell you that I'm hard. I'm really, really hard. I'm really, really hard. I'm really, really, really hard. If you want to buy my records, you're about 9 years old. You like lots of swearing and consume what you are told. So I tell you that I'm hard. I'm really, really hard. I'm really, really hard. I'm really, really, really hard. I tell you that I'm hard. I'm really, really hard. Yo, F and F, now tell us the truth. Cardboard cutout Tarantino meets Wham. Endless crap about how fucked up I am. Fifth-rate video Nazi Cobain whining into some gullible kid's brain. No rebel MC or Grandmaster Flash. I thought hatred for heaps and heaps of cash. I'm just the hoe of a big corporation taking pocket money from a soap-sodden nation. Voice of youth? Oh, don't take the piss. A fillet of cod has got more guts than this. But I'll tell you that I'm hard. I'm really, really hard. I'm really, really hard. I'm really, really, really hard. I'll tell you that I'm hard. I'm really, really hard. I'm really, really hard. I'm really, really, really hard. If you want to buy my records, you read the NME. Live somewhere in Surrey and want street credibility. So I tell you that I'm hard. I'm really, really hard. I'm really, really hard. I'm really, really, really hard. I tell you that I'm hard. I'm really, really hard. Yo, F and F, it's past your bedtime. Before I go, I got one more thing to say. I sum up the state of the scene today. Bland and tedious mainstream corporate shite, all controlled by the mainstream corporate right. Kids who think radical means dumb misogynistic rap or sterile MTV crap. Radio plays a slick processed sound. Punk never happened. No one wants to be underground. Bog standard, barren bloated big business boys. Official folks, we're back in 1974 and I'm yes. But I'll tell you that I'm hard. I'm really, really hard. I'm really, really hard. I'm really, really, really hard. I'll tell you that I'm hard. I'm really, really hard. I'm really, really hard. I'm really, really, really hard. That's the problem. Here's the solution. Another huge grassroots music revolution. MC Attila is telling you how. F off, F and F and F off. Now, cheers. Another one making poetry out of a shock. I guess this is called Too Much Pressure. I got diagnosed with hypertension. I have to take tablets, and it pissed me off, so I wrote this. I didn't think it was fair. I was playing football about 3 years ago, to done my hamstring, and sort of I'm really active and all that. Anyway, this angry young man is still angry, but older. Now Father Time has just pissed on my shoulder. You've got to grow up, John. You're way past that stage. You've reached the condition they call middle age. It's time to be quiet. Say yes. Watch TV. High spot of the week, a nice dinner party. Polite conversation until you doze off. The topics: house prices, taxation, and golf. That's golf, by the way, in case you're unsure. Not pale folk in graveyards obsessed by the cure. Now just look at you in your 70s gear with your punk rock and football and microbrew beer, political poems and loud, angry songs. You still want to change things and right the world's wrongs. You stand up and shout and you get in a rage. It's really not right in a man of your age. On top of all that, and I don't mean to frighten, worst of all for your blood pressure, you support Brighton. They're not very good and you don't want to die, so sit on the couch and watch Chelsea on Sky. No! Sure, I'll take the tablets and drink a bit less. If you fancy a game, I might play you at chess. I hope that I'll make it till I'm 95. But one thing's for sure, Death, you'll take me alive. Cheers. The Social Surrealist Weapons Inspector's Report. I am one of a team of Social Surrealist Weapons Inspectors currently travelling through the United Kingdom under very difficult conditions, searching for weapons of mass distraction. The Blair government have denied that they exist or have ever existed, or indeed that there is or could ever have been any reason for New Labour to seek to distract the masses in the first place. And they have compiled an extensive dossier of long-abandoned Labour Party achievements as proof of their honesty, good intentions and political credibility. These include creating a temporary welfare state, nationalising the mines and railways for a few years, reducing working hours and increasing workers' wages a bit, and opposing the worst excesses of capitalism from time to time for a couple of months in 1954, as long as it was all right with the CBI. But a cursory glance around Britain has uncovered hundreds of such weapons of mass distraction. Big Brother, Pop Idol, endless, meaningless celebrities, the Sun newspaper, and the royal family, to name but a few, and our demands that they should be destroyed in order to combat national supine gullibility have met with strenuous opposition, not just from the Blair government, but from a substantial number of private individuals who scream incoherent and violent abuse at anybody who seeks to remove these weapons, unquestionably accept their lot as part of the least healthy, worst educated and worst paid population in Western Europe, and energetically defend their right to be exploited and lied to by abject, craven stooges of George Bush masquerading as the British Labour Party. This proves not just the existence, but the supreme effectiveness of the weapons of mass distraction currently being employed by Mr. Blair and his cronies. We demand immediate action by the United Nations in the form of strict sanctions on fifth-rate, lowest common denominator television programmes and newspapers, and especially on the use of the phrase politically correct to attack anyone who isn't a right-wing, misogynistic, bigoted cretin with the reflective powers of a lobotomised stoat. We are, of course, working for British intelligence. We don't think there's enough of it about. Cheers. Two more poems. In the second half I shall do my songs, and two more poems, and David will take to the stage, and then we'll have a break and do it all over again, only obviously with different stuff. So I shall do two more of these. My penultimate poem is called Supermodel. Prepubescent imagery. Empty, stupid eyes. Waif-thin, tyrannical. No fat, no body hair, no character, no love, no personality, no brain. So thin and yet so thick. By your anodyne complicity in this gruesome stereotype, you connive in the corporate enslavement of your sisters, anorexia, bulimia, self-loathing, fear. They aspire to be like you, an unnatural creation of capital, and wreck their bodies in the process, destroy their fertility, tear apart their lives. But hang on a minute. Not my place to talk about that. I'm a man, what do I know? You're just trying to earn a living. What I'm saying's been said before. Okay. But when the football blokes look and make some expected remark, I'm supposed to join in. I'm supposed to fancy you, or pretend to. Well, I don't, and I won't. More than that, you revolt me. You give me an inversion. It's quite simple, really. I just don't desire a stupid adman's toy styled to look like a prepubescent girl, a real babe there in the tabloid next to the lurid description of some paedophile's downfall. I love a real woman. I won't buy the product you advertise. I won't watch your latest film. I'm not interested in your poxy TV series. I never set foot in that fucking car, and I hate you. I know I should just ignore you or feel sorry for you, but I hate you and your fashionist masters, bringers of misery, destroyers of individuality, harbingers of despair. Women and men riot against diet. Sod the microchip revolution. Let's have a fish and chip one. Cream bun chocolate, lard, sagaloo, beer. Riot against diet, smash fashionism, say goodbye to hello, make cosmopolitan. Let's have a real woman's realm. Take over the curry house, fill your freezer full of ice cream. Live, love, get real. Cheers. Get yourself ready, Mr. Rovics. You're on next. My last piece is about confounding stereotypes. It's called Spirit of the Age. You've got to be young and black to rap, right? So I've no chance because I'm old, punk rock and white. You've got to be young and black to rap? Wrong. Anyone can rap or write a punk rock song, so don't look at me with scorn or derision. I don't accept boundaries of cultural division. I'm MC Attila and I'm right in your face, so listen up folks, because I ain't going no place. This rap's called Spirit of the Age. All my life I'm going to be on stage, millions of ideas buzzing around my head, and I'll be rapping till the day I'm dead. Age 48, I wasn't sedate. Rancid rule, Joe Strummer is my soulmate. 49, I'll be doing just fine. Reeling in the right on my verbal fishing line. 50, I'll be nifty, so don't look at me like I'm sad or I'm shifty. 51, I'll be having some fun when Brighton scored 10 and Crystal Palace scored none. 52, I'll be talking to you and I make more sense than Blink 182. 53, top of the tree, red rebel rhymes and rapping rebel poetry. 54, like I've done before, show me a fascist, I'll show him the floor. 55, still cutting it live, while boring arty poets take a nosedive. 56, I'll be high in the mix. This old punk rocker will have learned some new tricks. 57, still first 11, drinking real ale like it's manna from heaven. 58, I'll be fueling debate, giving it straight from the 51st state. 59, laying down the line, pulling out words and watching them intertwine. 60, still defying convention. I won't be drawing my punk rock pension. As long as I'm alive, I'll be live on stage. Age of the Spirit. Spirit of the Age. Cheers. See you in the second half.